The Wright Brothers Master Pilot Award is the most prestigious award the FAA issues to pilots certified under Title 14 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Part 61. This award is named after the Wright brothers, the first U.S. pilots to recognize individuals who have exhibited professionalism, skill, and aviation expertise for at least 50 years while piloting aircraft as master pilots. The candidate must meet the following criteria to be eligible for the Wright Brothers Master Pilot Award. They must be a U.S. citizen. They must hold a U.S. Civil Aviation Authority or Federal Aviation Administration pilot certificate. They must have 50 or more years of U.S. piloting experience. Up to 20 years of the required 50 years may be U.S. military experience. A current flight review or medical certificate is not required at the time of nomination. Prior accident history and prior enforcement actions, excluding revocations, are not necessarily disqualifying, but will be reviewed and can be disqualifying if they show that the nominee lacks a dedication to safe flight or professionalism. Revocation of any airman certificate, pilot or mechanic, will disqualify a nominee for this award. The award may be presented to a nominee up to 3 years posthumously if the nominee has acquired 50 years of U.S. piloting experience prior to passing away. They must have 3 letters of recommendation from their peers. The recipient will receive the official FAA Blue Ribbon package that has a complete history of the airman's achievements as documented by the FAA in Oklahoma City. It is a certified true copy of every document on file with the FAA. The recipient will receive a lapel pin, issued after application review and eligibility requirements have been met. Upon request, a stick pin similar in design to the lapel pin is also provided to the award recipient's spouse in recognition of his or her support to the recipient's aviation piloting career. Once the award has been issued, the recipient's name, city, and state of residence, plus the month and year of the Master Pilot Award presentation, will be posted to the electronic Roll of Honor located on the web at www.faasafety.gov. The recipient will receive a distinctive certificate mounted on a presentation plaque and signed by the FAA administrator. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure we introduce to you and take a brief look at the life of our newest Wright Brothers Master Pilot Award recipient.
Gordy Anderson from Winter Haven, Florida. If you remember the opening scene of the movie The Great Waldo Pepper, you can envision the enthusiasm of the young Gordy as he came to take his first airplane ride. Like most of us, Gordy Anderson fell in love with aviation at an early age. Growing up in Illinois, he learned of the nearby Galt Airport and decided to pay a visit on his bike after school. Upon meeting the proprietor, Mr. Galt, young Gordy boldly asked if Mr. Galt would take him up on an airplane ride in Galt's Piper Cub. And wouldn't you just know it, Galt agreed. And pretty soon young Gordy was doing chores at Galt Airport, earning airplane rides for his work, so set in motion the career of our guest of honor today. As a senior in high school, Gordy began formal flight training. His first solo was May 18, 1966, and by mid-September he had earned his private pilot certificate. The Army was accepting pilot candidates with a high school diploma, so with only 90 hours logged, Gordy enlisted in the Army's Warrant Officer Flight School in November 1967. He received his designation as an Army aviator and with just over 200 hours in helicopters. And shortly thereafter, Gordy found himself in Vietnam flying UH-1 Hueys in the famed Casper platoon. One of his first missions was flying General William Westmoreland, and later Gordy was assigned to fly Jimmy Stewart and his wife Gloria on a USO handshake tour. Gordy flew a wide range of missions with the Caspers, including command and control, resupply, combat assaults, medevac, scout, personnel insertions and extractions, and the occasional landing on a U.S. Navy destroyer. After the Army, Gordy joined the Illinois and later Wisconsin Air National Guard and operated Guard helicopters through 1988, retiring after 21 years in the military. But in 1970, just out of Vietnam, Gordy had initially found himself working at, of all places, Galt Airport. He used his GI Bill to earn additional airplane ratings, but with the slumped economy in the midst of an oil embargo, there was little prospect for working as a pilot. Gordy decided to finish college at Indiana State in Terre Haute. In 1974, he graduated with a degree in aerospace technology. It would be another 2 years before Gordy found his long-sought-after flying gig. But in 1976, Gordy began flying with Air Wisconsin out of Appleton. Thus began a career that started as a dream in his childhood and lasted for the next 30 years there, culminating as chief pilot and director of flight operations. Gordy has an adventurous soul and on several occasions found himself combining his love of aviation and water skiing, helping to fly water ski stunt sequences for various networks. Friends and associates who recommended Gordy for this award say they know of no one more deserving than Gordy Anderson. And Gordy says he has a lot of people to thank for helping him along the way, and he remains deeply grateful to everyone who gave him a boost or a push throughout his career. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the administrator and the Director of Flight Standards, please join me in recognizing Gordy Anderson as America's newest Wright Brothers Master Pilot. Congratulations, Gordy.
Memorize, but the bottom line is really, it's not what you have in life that matters, it's who you have in your life that matters. And I salute you all for coming. Thank you so much.